Hello, potato, or maybe I should more accurately say hold on to your potatoes, because it's weekend magic for July the 16th, 2022, halfway through another month. And we've just got two items to look at this week, two very special items. The first, of course, being a Buzz Lightyear key. No, it's not really, and no, I don't think this joke ever gets tired because I'm almost out of these anyways. I legitimately have not shown the same one twice, in case you're wondering, which you're probably not. This one did actually come with one of this week's items, but no, it's not one of the special items. Our first special item is actually a bit of a leftover from a previous video, something that we tried to get at the time, although maybe the teensiest bit late, and were therefore unable to do so, but it came up for back order again a couple days later, and I ordered it, which is how I qualified for yet another Buzz Lightyear key, and that item is the Mickey Mouse, the main attraction, It's a Small World backpack. Yes, upon further examination, my wife decided she did in fact want it, so I did in fact order it, and it is in fact here in the void space now, and it's covered, in fact, with lots of little purple sequins. And we have the little clock face from the front of the ride up there, and we have one of the little, like, I think it's one of the little spinny bits there, and we have, what do we have on the sides? The numbers, we have more numbers, like the clock numbers. Do we not have the 50th anniversary logo on these? We don't. That I find very interesting because everything else has had that 50th anniversary Disney World logo on it, and this does not. But we do have, you can open up Mickey's pouch here and look inside and see there's a big old piece of foam in there. You can look up into Mickey's, I guess, body, or his head, because his ears are there, and see it is stuffed chock-a-block with paper and a very lovely little Small World facade lining. That's quite cute. I don't know if you can see that particularly well. I'm trying a different angle, because I don't want to crease anything or break anything, but that's a very cute lining. I think it's cuter than the, Pirates, I think was the other one of these you bought, isn't it? But it's got the Mickey Mouse main attraction tag on it, and it has actually got a little enclosure on it, so we'll just leave it closed. I think, no, this Tiki Room we looked at just last time, that was the same except for being Disney, or Magic Kingdom instead of Disneyland, but it's very cute, it's nice, it's very pink and purple and pastel, and clearly not anything that I personally find particularly interesting. But my wife wanted it, and she presumably likes it, so that's a win. Now our other item is my item, and it is the special item. And a few weeks back, Shop Disney released a series of Indiana Jones prop reproductions of some of the major artifacts from the 4 films. From the first film, Raiders, we had the fertility idol, which is on like a lifelong bucket list for me, and now I have it, and you know, that's one thing I can cross off. From the 4th movie, we have a crystal skull, which I'm absolutely not going to get because it's $250 flipping dollars. From the 3rd movie, you have the Holy Grail. And from the 2nd movie, we have this. Yep, as with the fertility idol, I have not even opened the outer box to see what the packaging looks like. I took it out of the shipping box, and I've had it sitting here with that key. With that key? I think there was a key. It was a key in the vicinity of it anyways, because that backpack just arrived this week. This has actually been here for a couple weeks, just waiting for a slot. But last week we had Mickey Mouse, the main attraction, and I'm afraid Mickey Mouse trumps even the great Indiana Jones. Let's see if this time I can take this out of the box without sliding the outer sleeve off of it. I'm assuming it has an outer sleeve like the fertility idol did. It's wrapped in plastic, so maybe that will be a little bit easier. Because last time we revealed the inner box without ever looking at the outer box. But this time, not a problem. We have plastic wrap. We have, this is stamped with the Temple of Forbidden Eye. I believe the other one was as well. And on here, Top Secret Army Intel 19819-489. Do not open. Epic stuff. Spectacular. That might be overselling it just a little bit. Temple of Crystal Skull, nope, nothing to do with that, because this is actually from the 2nd movie. It is a Sankara stone. Now, I wasn't originally going to pick one of these up. I figured I'd wait till later. And I figured, you know, you did that with the Camtano case, and now you don't have a Camtano case. So she made sure to go back and order me one, just in case. And since it was a separate order, it did come with another one of these. Or did it? I know that backpack came with one. I'm confused to the provenance of all of them now, because different orders. Ignore that. If I were a better YouTuber, I would just reshoot all of this. But I'm not. I am void of intelligence. So let's slide that up and take a look at the outer box. First, we have our crate packaging. I commented on that in the fertility idol. I think I gave the Haunted Mansion spirit jars a little too much credit in that video. I've looked at those boxes again since then, and they're actually kind of, at least from the outside, kind of cheap as well. So maybe I was a little overboard, or maybe it's just because this thing is like still like $70 that I expected a little bit fancier packaging. Sankara stone with light effect, and that's kind of interesting, is that it's going to light up. Now, honestly, in my memory, the Sankara stones do look a little bit more like this than like this, because I remember as a kid, I always thought they looked like a giant sugar baby. You know those candy sugar babies, just like caramelized pellets of sugar? Yeah, I thought they looked like that. And this looks cool, at least on the pictures, but doesn't so much look like a sugar baby. And there's words. We have to read the words. I don't know if I can read the words. Those are very tiny, and I'm not wearing my glasses. In the Temple of Doom, Mayapur's shaman begs Indy to find the Sankara stone, a fertility symbol of the god Shiva that was stolen along with all the village children by the Thuggis. Shiva is a major Hindu deity, often represented seated in deep meditation or dancing a sacred dance in order to destroy a weary universe and start the process of creation. Shiva is known as a great ascetic and the god of destruction and regeneration. The film Sankara stones are a fictitious example of Shiva Linga. A Shiva lingam is an abstract representation of the god, usually in the form of a short cylindrical stone. Worshippers believe the god's presence is inside the stone. Sankara, the namesake of the stones in the film, was an Indian philosopher who lived between 788 and 820 AD. He was a spiritual guide for followers who think Shiva to be the supreme being above all Hindu gods. So yes, we can have a conversation about appropriation and mysticism of the other, and we're not going to do that on this channel. You can go have that conversation with somebody much more qualified to have opinions about it than myself. Instead, we are going to open this bit of cultural appropriation and take a look at it. Now again, I was very impressed with the fertility idol. My only real complaint about it is that it's maybe just a little shiny, made it look a little plasticky, and they could have maybe dulled it down a little bit. But this one, I feel it was fairly shiny in the movie, especially when it did glow. So probably not going to be a problem here. I really feel like in the movie it had some markings on it, and the images of it don't. But maybe they just don't show up because they're showing off the lighting effect. Let's pop it open to reveal that we have, in fact, more plastic and some very cheap dollar store New Leader brand batteries. All right, so despite being about half the size, I feel like this may be about as heavy as the fertility idol. Let's slide it out. And let's clean up the foam. All right, that's put away. So looking at it, it definitely is not as just smooth as the box and picture looked. It does have some like cracks and stuff in it. It doesn't have like marks like this though, and I could swear in the film it did. I haven't watched the film in a few years, so I could absolutely be making that up. But it does look pretty cool. I mean, I don't feel like you get that close of a look at these in the film. So how do we put the batteries in? Like that. Well, that's very basic. Once you oh, it's just held on by a magnet. That makes sense. I have that Haunted Mansion clock. That the door is just held on by magnets like that too. It's It's a fairly effective way, and as long as the magnets don't come loose, it'll work probably forever. So let's... Okay, this is going to go in probably this way. This is going to go in this way. This will go back in this way. And this will go back on the bottom to cover it up. But not like that. I've done something horrible. See, it seems... Oh, I've put it on upside down. There we go. Probably should have turned it on first, though, huh? Boop. There we go. All right. And I've still done something wrong because now it doesn't want to stay closed anymore. And there we go. Ooh. So, touch here for light function. How do I turn it off there too? No. How do I turn? I guess it's turn it off from the switch on the bottom. Oh, it turns off on its own after a bit. So, ooh, it glows. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's no fertility idol. And I do feel like the bottom kind of tears away from reality a little bit more. I mean, the bottom of the fertility idol has like felt and stuff on it too, so it's not a totally fair complaint. But I do quite like it. It's nice. It will look nice up on the shelf. Not in a museum exactly, but in a museum of me on the shelf with my fertility idol on its new forever home. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would like to see, I wish we had Disney stores still, because I'd love to see how the crystal skull looks in reality. I'm absolutely not going to buy one for $250. If I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'm going to put it towards an Xbox Series X if I could ever actually find one. But I wouldn't put it towards a crystal skull because the thing is like a foot long, and I don't know where I'd put it. But I'm pleased. This is nice. It looks good. I still know that it looks not exactly screen accurate. I may need to watch the movie again just to see how screen accurate it is, but it does look nice. So with that, I think we'll wrap up this week's Weekend Magic. It's fairly short this week. Just 2 items, a straggler and an artifact. It belongs in a museum. It does kind of look like a big glowy potato, doesn't it? Anyways, I hope you found it at all interesting and entertaining. I do believe the Sankara Stone, the Crystal Skull, and the Holy Grail are all still available for at least pre-order or back order from Shop Disney. The Fertility Idol does seem to have sold out, but I kind of feel like these are going to be sold in parks kind of indefinitely, so maybe Shop Disney will get them back in. But then again, as I noticed when I was in Disneyland, there's a lot of things there that Shop Disney has never restocked that are just, gathering dust on shelves in the park. So maybe they won't. But maybe you have a friend who can go to the park and get you one. But again, I think this one is still available. And I hope you found this at all interesting or entertaining. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget that on Monday is assuming you're watching this when it comes out anyways, is the release of the next Mickey Mouse The Main Attraction, Peter Pan's Flight. So hopefully that'll make it in time for next Friday's video. If not, hopefully I'll have something even nicer. Well, maybe not even nicer, but something nice. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. That just stays on for a long time, doesn't it? Can you make it turn off? Now, was that a timer, or was that just me pressing the button? The world may never know.